Men over 60 often feel as though the best years of vitality are behind them, as if the fire of youth has slowly dimmed with time. But what if I told you that the human body, even past 60, still holds an incredible potential for energy, for power, for strength, and for resilience? Too many men resign themselves to weakness, fatigue, and the belief that slowing down is inevitable. Yet history, culture, and even the very kitchen shelves of your home tell a different story. Hidden within nature are secrets that men for centuries have used to maintain vigor, stamina, and clarity of mind. And those secrets are not locked away in laboratories or expensive pills, but in something as humble, as simple, and as ancient as spices. Think for a moment about the power of spices. These are not just flavorings for food. They were once worth more than gold, traded across continents, fought over in wars, revered as medicines, and valued as keys to survival. Why? Because within them lies concentrated power, compounds that awaken the body, stimulate the blood, sharpen the mind, and even spark vitality in ways science continues to confirm today. For men over 60, spices hold a treasure chest of benefits, unlocking strength where fatigue has settled in, energy where tiredness has taken over, and resilience where decline has been accepted as inevitable. Imagine a man at 60 who wakes up sluggish, whose muscles ache, whose digestion feels heavy, and whose spirit is dulled by constant fatigue. Now imagine the same man unlocking the forgotten power of spices, stirring his circulation, fueling his cells, and feeling his body hum with life again. This is not fantasy. It is what happens when we tap into the secrets hidden in cinnamon, ginger, turmeric, black pepper, cloves, cardamom, and countless other gifts from the earth. They were never meant to be forgotten. They were placed here to sustain us, not just in youth, but in every season of life. Strength after 60 is not about becoming someone you used to be. It is about becoming the best of who you are now. Spices help you do exactly that. Take turmeric, for example. This golden spice is not only an ancient healer, but also a modern scientific marvel. Its compounds fight inflammation, one of the greatest enemies of aging men. Inflammation is what makes the joints stiff, the muscles sore, the energy low, and the mind foggy. By unlocking turmeric's power, men over 60 can reduce that burden and move with greater ease. A spoonful stirred into warm milk, a sprinkle over roasted vegetables, or a dash into soups can quietly work within your body, easing the hidden fires that hold you back. Or think of black pepper. A simple sprinkle might seem insignificant, but its active compound, piperine, awakens the digestion, boosts metabolism, and even helps the body absorb nutrients more effectively. Alone, it is powerful. Combined with turmeric, it turns into a force, amplifying its effects and ensuring your body gains the full benefit. Imagine eating a meal not just for pleasure, but with the assurance that the spices within it are sharpening your body and mind, giving you the energy to rise each morning ready for the day. Ginger, with its fiery heat, is another secret key. For thousands of years, it has been used to stimulate circulation, warm the body, and energize the spirit. For men over 60, ginger awakens not only the body, but the very spark of life. It combats nausea, supports digestion, and boosts stamina. A simple ginger tea in the morning can flood the body with warmth and clarity, replacing sluggishness with vigor. It is not just a drink, it is fuel for strength. Cinnamon carries a sweetness that hides its power. Beyond its pleasant taste lies a profound ability to balance blood sugar, fight fatigue, and sharpen the mind. For men over 60, cinnamon is a secret ally against the roller coaster of energy crashes that come from unstable blood sugar. By sprinkling cinnamon over oats, blending it into tea, or stirring it into coffee, you are not simply adding flavor. You are stabilizing your energy, empowering your body to move with steadiness and strength throughout the day. But these spices are not just isolated remedies. When combined, they create harmony in the body. Think of cloves, small yet mighty, bursting with compounds that fight free radicals, protecting your cells from the damage of time. Or cardamom, with its cooling aroma, supporting digestion and lifting the mood, bringing clarity when life feels heavy. Each spice is like a note in a symphony, and when they are blended into your daily life, they awaken something far greater than the sum of their parts. They awaken energy, endurance, resilience, and strength that many men believe is gone forever. The truth is, age itself does not rob you of energy. Neglect does. When you ignore the gifts that nature has given, when you resign yourself to fatigue, when you forget the wisdom of generations past, you hand over your strength voluntarily. But when you reclaim these secrets, when you intentionally unlock the spice treasures, you begin to reverse what seemed irreversible. Energy begins to flow again. Muscles feel more alive. The mind sharpens, and even the heart, that tireless engine of life, beats with renewed vigor. Think about the man you still are. Inside you lives the same fire you carried decades ago, though it may be quieter now. The question is not whether the fire still burns, it does. The question is, will you feed it? Spices are fuel. They are the kindling that turns embers into flames. They are not magic, but they awaken the magic within you, the power of circulation, the brilliance of your brain, the resilience of your body, and the vitality of your spirit. Do not underestimate the psychological strength that comes from using these natural gifts. When you choose to stir a blend of spices into your tea instead of surrendering to another pill or another excuse, you are telling yourself something powerful. I am not finished. I am not weak. I am alive, and I will nourish my body with what it deserves. That mindset alone transforms energy, because strength is not only in the body, but in the will. And the will is sharpened when the body feels supported. Men over 60 often ask themselves whether it is too late to reclaim energy. The answer is no. It is never too late. Every day is an opportunity to feed your body with the tools it needs. Spices, though humble, are concentrated tools. They are ancient warriors that stand ready to defend you against decline. They are reminders that strength is not just for the young. Strength is for the man who chooses it, who unlocks it, who stirs it into his daily life one small choice at a time. So I challenge you, open your eyes to what has been sitting before you all along. Walk into your kitchen not as though you are entering a place for food alone, but as though you are stepping into a pharmacy of nature, a treasury of vitality. Look at the jars of spices not as simple powders or seeds, but as keys. Keys to unlocking circulation, keys to energizing your cells, keys to waking up the parts of you that feel dormant. Begin to use them not sparingly, not fearfully, but confidently. Let them flavor your meals, your drinks, your days. Let them weave strength into your body one meal at a time. Life after 60 is not about decline, it is about discovery. It is about discovering the hidden power within you and the hidden secrets around you. True longevity is measured not in years lived, but in strength carried through them. Unlock them and you will unlock strength. Age is simply a number ticking away. Unlock life after 60 is nothing more than a slow decline into fragility. Is capable of more. Yet the reality is that longevity is already in your hand. Years on a calendar and feel the fire rise again. It is about the quality of those years, the depth of strength that flows through them, the resilience you can still carry, and the energy you can still unleash. What does it mean to live long without strength? It means merely existing. But to live long with strength is to live fully, to move with confidence, to rise each day with purpose, and to face the world with the certainty that your body and spirit are still capable of greatness. When men reach 60, society often whispers that the golden days are gone, that slowing down is natural and inevitable, that energy is reserved for youth. But strength is not bound to youth. Strength belongs to the one who cultivates it, who nurtures it, who unlocks the secrets hidden in daily choices. Spices, for example, become more than flavor. They become allies in extending strength through the years. They are reminders that nature placed within our reach tools to ignite energy, to balance the systems of the body, to keep vitality alive even as time moves forward. Each day you choose strength, you are proving that longevity is not passive. It is built intentionally. Longevity with strength is about carrying energy not just in the muscles but in the mind. What use is a long life if the mind grows foggy and dull? Cinnamon steadies energy levels by balancing blood sugar, keeping the brain sharp and focused. Ginger fuels circulation, carrying oxygen to the brain and the muscles, keeping alertness alive. Turmeric reduces the silent inflammation that erodes both memory and mobility. These are not abstract ideas, but tangible tools, available to any man willing to embrace them. Strength carried through the years is the ability to not only walk, but to walk with vigor, to not only think, but to think with clarity, to not only live but to live with energy that inspires others. Imagine sitting with your grandchildren and having the strength to lift them into your arms without hesitation. Imagine standing tall while others your age hunch forward, drained by the years. Imagine walking with steady steps while others surrender to weakness. That is true longevity. Not a number printed on a birthday cake, but a power carried in your presence. People admire not your age but your strength. They see the glow of vitality in your eyes, the steadiness in your movements, the energy in your words. They do not count the years you have survived, but the strength you still radiate. And that strength comes from discipline, from choices, from embracing what keeps the body alive instead of surrendering to decline. The secret of longevity is not hidden in technology or miracle cures. It is not hidden in pills that promise youth or in treatments that delay wrinkles. The secret is simpler, humbler, and older than all of that. It is in spices, in herbs, in movement, in discipline, in the daily acts of nourishing your body and mind. Black pepper awakens digestion, cardamom cools and clears, cloves protect cells from aging, and together they weave a shield of vitality. These choices do not just add years. They add power to the years you already have. They ensure that the years ahead are not hollow but full. They keep the spark alive when others let theirs fade. Strength through longevity is not a single act, but a rhythm, a flow. It is the ritual of adding ginger to your tea in the morning, of sprinkling turmeric into your meals, of tasting cinnamon on your tongue, of feeling energy return to your limbs. Each small choice accumulates, becoming layers of resilience, layers of protection, layers of vitality that you carry into your 70s, 80s, and beyond. Every step taken in strength builds a future where the body is still dependable, where the mind is still sharp, and where life is still an adventure. That is what makes longevity valuable. Without strength, years are only shadows. With strength, years are bright and powerful. Longevity is also about spirit. A strong body alone does not define vitality. A strong spirit is what gives meaning to life. Spices, with their aromas and flavors, awaken not just the body, but the senses. They remind you that life is rich, full of taste, full of warmth. When you smell the sharp bite of clove or the sweetness of cinnamon, it does more than feed your cells. It feeds your spirit. It reminds you that life after 60 is still meant to be savored. Longevity with strength means you have the energy to enjoy the richness of life, the clarity to see its beauty, and the resilience to stand tall in its challenges. The truth is, strength is a decision. Longevity is shaped by choice. You can choose to let the years drain you, or you can choose to fuel your body with what it craves for vitality. You can choose to surrender to weakness, or you can choose to unlock strength hidden in the simplest of places. Men who live with strength into their later years are not lucky. They are intentional. They understand that every meal can heal or harm, that every day can build or break, that every choice is a step toward energy or decline. Longevity becomes meaningful when it is filled with strength, and strength is cultivated through choices made again and again. Strength also comes from trust. Trust in your body's ability to respond to what you give it. Trust in nature's wisdom that has sustained man for centuries. Trust that if you nurture your body with care, it will return that care in resilience. Trust is more powerful than treaties or technology because trust shapes the future you carry in your body. When you trust the process of nourishing yourself with natural secrets, you step into a future where energy does not fade but grows, where resilience is not lost but sharpened, where vitality is not past but present. Treaties may change the course of nations, technology may reshape societies, but trust in your body, trust in your strength, and trust in nature's wisdom will decide the future of your own longevity. That trust gives you freedom. Freedom to live without fear of collapse, freedom to walk without hesitation, freedom to breathe deeply, freedom to rise each morning without dread of weakness. This freedom is not measured in how many more years you might live, but in how strong you are in the years you do live. Freedom is having energy to play, to work, to love, to think, to create. Freedom is carrying strength into every day, refusing to be bound by numbers or by decline. Longevity with strength is true freedom, and it is a freedom available to those who choose it. Every man over 60 must ask himself, do I want to merely count my years, or do I want to carry strength through them? The answer shapes everything. Years without strength are years of limitation, of waiting, of shrinking away from life. Years with strength are years of expansion, of participation, of vitality that uplifts not only yourself, but those around you. Your family, your community, your loved ones. They all feel the difference when you live not as a man merely surviving, but as a man thriving with energy and resilience. Strength through longevity is not only for you. It is a gift you give to everyone around you. This is why hidden spice secrets matter. They are not luxuries. They are lifelines. They are not simply flavors. They are fuels. They keep you in the arena of life, not sitting on the sidelines watching others. They remind you that the body is still capable of surprising you, still capable of carrying you, still capable of growing stronger even in the later years. Longevity is not just about length. It is about depth, power, presence, and impact. Spices help you carry that power with you, unlocking energy when fatigue sets in, sharpening clarity when fog threatens, restoring vitality when decline whispers that it is time to stop. True longevity is not counted by the birthdays you celebrate, but by the strength you bring into each day. It is the ability to look in the mirror at 60, 70, or 80 and see not a man who is fading, but a man who is still vibrant, still powerful, still alive with purpose. It is the ability to trust your body to move, to climb, to laugh, to embrace, to stand tall. And that trust is built every day when you choose strength, when you unlock the hidden secrets, when you let your body be fueled by nature's gifts. Trust decides the future more than treaties or technology.